Hey everybody. This theory is a continuation of my Demogorgon slave to Thessalhydra theory. In that video I introduced the idea that the Thessalhydra was actually ever present in Season 1, existing in a plant-like form far beneath the library in the Upside Down, where it is directly impregnating hosts with slug offspring via the tendril-like tentacles which seem to reach up through the ground. And due to a form of mental manipulation the Thessalhydra has over other beings in the Upside Down, it forced the Demogorgon to keep bringing warm bodies to the hive. I expanded on this theory in the wrap-up discussion of my Stranger Things fanfiction, which included a scene dramatizing the Thessalhydra and its influence over the Demogorgon. Now it does seem like in the absence of the Demogorgon, the Thessalhydra may have turned its influence to will, but I'll cover that in a follow-up video. Now it really seems like this Season 2 teaser trailer may have gone a long way toward proving or at least supporting my original Thessalhydra theory. I really feel like this creature we see standing tall over Hawkins is the same creature we see rooted underneath the library, and also stretched all over the Upside Down. If you're looking for evidence to support the idea that the Thessalhydra was originally buried deep underground, all you have to do is examine the Thessalhydra. Though it's kinda hard to tell in the quick live action shot, you can really get a much better look at the Thessalhydra in Will's sketch, which is likely the result of a very vivid recurring vision that he's suffering from. Due to this and Will's well-established drawing skills, we know the sketch should be accurate. What I'm particularly interested in is the Hydra's legs. See how some of them appear to branch off into additional legs from the same base leg? Imagine your legs are normal, except just below the thighs, your knees fork off, and you have 2 tibias per leg. 4 lower legs, 4 feet, on 2 thighs. Pretty strange, right? Not very practical, hard to imagine moving very well at all like that. But this kind of additional leg is present on at least a couple base legs pictured in Will's drawing. Though I'm sure these extra feet go a long way toward providing more stability to such a large creature, I can't help but notice what these forked legs look like. Not unlike roots. This thing really looks like it uprooted itself, and he's using those root-like legs to walk like a normal animal, which further blurs the lines between animal and plant. I love this show so much. What I really like about this theory is it almost guarantees we will get a truly awesome uprooting scene, and we see the Thessalhydra completely destroy the library as it reaches up into the heavens, snapping off millions of tendrils, leaving dead vines scattered all over the Upside Down. And mountains of dirt and concrete come cascading off the sides of this colossus as it unearths itself for the first time in ages. Why couldn't I fight this beast in Shadow of the Colossus? Now, it'll be really interesting to see what causes the Thessalhydra to uproot and take matters into its own hands. It really makes you wonder, if you were this massive creature, why remain relatively dormant underground and have other creatures do your bidding if you're such an imposing force in your own right? Well, there's a number of possibilities here. Moving such a large body probably takes a lot of energy. We're still not sure what powers this thing. Does it eat like an animal or soak up sunlight like a plant? Doesn't seem like it uses sunlight buried so deep underground, but even if it could absorb sunlight through its tendrils which are above ground, there's unfortunately no sunlight to speak of thanks to the permanent gloom of the Upside Down. At least none that we've seen. It's hard to believe that it could get enough energy by simply absorbing the occasional human, but that does appear to be what happened to the skeleton Joyce and Hopper passed in the hive. If that was there for a week, why is the skin gone already? Either something ate it, or it was absorbed, or it's been there a lot longer, but really, how long have humans had access to the Upside Down? Just the 1 week as far as we know, unless there are permanent residents living there. It makes me think that maybe some human hosts are immediately digested and others are chosen for breeding vessels. This thing could have some similarities to Venus flytrap, another living thing determined to blur the lines between plant and animal. It's clear to me that the Thessalhydra is interested in expanding its empire. In Season 1, once the gate formed, it couldn't wait to reach more tendrils through the gate and cover much of the wall inside Hawkins' labs. It was doing this even before the Demogorgon managed to bring Will to the hive, so even though it's likely in Season 2 that the Thessalhydra wants to be reunited with Will, I don't think that's its main goal. Now, we can't rule out the possibility that this large monster we see is the adult version of the slug Will coughed up nearly a year ago. Which could explain the mental connection he has with it, but if it was left to grow in the sewer for a year, that might be enough time to grow that big. We don't know. But if this were the case, what reason is there to have a show with constant access to a parallel dimension if the prime threat simply comes from Hawkins' own sewers? I can't entirely rule it out, but I don't think that's it. Remember the teaser text said, "The world is turning upside down." That really implies that more and more of the upside down is breaking through to our dimension all the time. It's hard to know just what is in store for Will in Season 2, because surely he would have died in the same way Barb did if Hopper wasn't there to revive him. I believe the Hydra's original plan for Will was nothing more than just a warm body for the Slug to grow in, but he clearly developed some kind of mental connection to this being in his time connected to it. And it is this connection that the Hydra will use to further its ends from the other side. In really thinking through the motivation of a creature like this, I may have stumbled onto the reason it will attack Hawkins in Season 2, which will be the topic of my next video. If you enjoyed this theory, please click the like button, and be sure to check out my next video, why Season 2 could be Season 1 upside down. This idea was something I had while working on this video, and I just loved the idea so much I had to give it its own theory video. I have to say, I could have accidentally stumbled onto the actual plot of Season 2, so be aware if you're trying to avoid spoilers. So what do you think of this specific theory? If you don't believe the Thessalhydra is actually the mother of these slugs, then I urge you to watch my first Thessalhydra theory video, which really dives into the evidence. Do you think it's possible that the Thessalhydra was hiding all along beneath the library only to uproot itself now? And if so, what do you think caused it to do this?
Let me know in the comments below, and hit me up on Twitter at Planet Calvin. Let me know what you think. I'm really interested. Be sure to subscribe for more content like this, and thanks for watching.